Motherfuckers that ain't from nothing understand how crazy it is out here, and that's crazy as fuck.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd.
If I'm not mistaken, nigga, we already passed the murder rate. We passed the last year. End of the motherfucking year.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Thanks.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
I ain't got time.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
I cut shit out. I cut shit out after I had my first son. I had to.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I got 2 sons. Oh, this will be 5.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I seen you. I seen you with Queens.
A gain of 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
Oh, you got him at DT?
The tackle made at the
Calais Campbell on the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Kareem Hunt.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll go screen here to Hunt.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
Yeah, minor league ball.
You did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right? It starts
whether it goes or not,
yeah, whether it plays on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen?
I think it's a certain amount of yards.
Well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
A 59-yard attempt.
No, I don't think so.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will
hey, look, I had 8 miles per hour wind coming at you, too.
That motherfucker barely being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Go ahead.
What happened, bro? Who? No, bro, I got him today. Earlier. Literally earlier. He's being
my age partner because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft.
Like,
instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round,
I'm telling you what to send to him.
Steal.
Let's see what he responds. If he starts bullshitting,
they'll run the jet sweep with Brown.
Well, the league hasn't officially started, but
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Sam. Yo, Sam. Sam. Cardinals.
Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this.
I don't know what's going on with his mic, bro.
Ravens.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds.
Hey, they know they're going to have to nerf that nigga fucking ability.
Greed was good as he got into the end zone.
No, I ain't talking about nothing you did. I'm just talking about the fact. All nigga gotta do is get 1 yard 5 times. Nigga, that's crazy.
Makes the score. Ravens 7. Browns.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Rich.
Johnny and Sam are about to play.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns take over.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
Oh my, why the fuck did he throw that bitch flat?
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38.
If he would have put that bitch there, he would have had it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs. It's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Are you playing the Cardinals?
Nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just stuck out there, and then he's got a nice first down there.
I believe it's
Love to say get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football
that's
we
his
use all the
bitch
time,
ass.
completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the first after a gain of about 9. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And he floats one there, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
He was covered
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. This pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good.
Fucking computer, get the fuck out of here, man.
Is down. If this is on
Bruh,
the defense,
that shit is so fucking ill. Nigga, if I was on him, nigga, I wouldn't be shitty. Nigga, I wasn't even on the nigga. Nigga, I'm on the fucking middle. This nigga comes off the edge and runs right
defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They just gave a nigga.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to really enforce everything either.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Yo, D, you know anybody?
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Beckham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going right back to Beckham.
Yeah,
complete.
bro.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The start of the second quarter gets the Browns in control of the football.
Speed
They got it with a 1st and 10.
Jags and Jets, bro. Yeah. This year's about, man. I heard a lot about it.
And again, it's Mayfield.
Nope, that's late.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
I'm trying, bro. I even offered all the I can get 2 extra star developments.
Ain't nobody screaming their team over there. I'm screaming the game.
No one's playing right now, bro.
I thought you just called out 2T. Ah, that's 2T that's open.
But you set an example.
2nd and 11.
Tell everybody.
Nigga, you know I better go, bro. That's all I fucking know to do.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Over fucking team.
And he is all the way up past the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi Joby in for the sack.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right, looking for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
Now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
Look, I'd rather motherfucking catch it, bro, than motherfucking get a goddamn pass interference. Come on, like, that's a stupid fucking penalty. He got him beat.
J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Browns 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones returning. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
11 yards there, first down.
35-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Brown.
First down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. As the Ravens push forward.
Just the Jets now, bro. Just the
He's been a
Jets.
busy man fighting for 5 now as he knocks it
Make sure they can stay.
to extend the lead.
35. Brown 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in his first half as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones returning. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd down and 8. Mayfield down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starting through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Number 24.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The one who
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Browns first down.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Nick Chubb.
The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
He was brought down.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 6.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Chubb again, the ball carrier, taken down. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A gain of 2.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And this offense is running away with this one. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
I don't know where he's at.
Fighting through. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The return man, Chris Moore. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be
Raiders are all like,
wrinkles and
up
counters
28-3 at the first quarter.
Bro, you lost by 30. Nobody cares.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. I was like, you still put up 50 and you lost.
You can't. You can't be up by. You can't be up by 28 points and still lose by 30.
What often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move.
That's just sad. That makes it look even worse.
And I think that discouraged him from taking off.
was up.
It made him try a pass downfield.
Raiders were up on Panthers 28-3 and
Looks like a
Panthers
nickel set now for the
173.
Browns on third down.
You threw 8 picks, bro. I don't even want to hear you talk about it,
Heavy
bro.
traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
For the point after.
Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
Up 25 and lost by 30.
That sound like the Falcons.
Cause he threw 8 picks, bro.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score there to go as they begin 1st and 10. The throw here to
Lamar demands so much fucking, like, mentally a motherfucker just so worried about Lamar. Nigga, I can't get no pressure on you, so I'm having to contain the spy nigga. That's what Lamar do to niggas.
So here's
I said, cuz motherfuckers know he's such a fucking threat on the ground. Nigga, motherfucker really can't put the pressure that I want to put on you, cuz nigga, I gotta worry about that nigga taking off of my ass.
He's going deep for Brown.
Bruh, every fucking time, and that's the computer.
A penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Lamar can't pass that good either. It's like weird to know. Everyone's not in this game, bro.
The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that play is.
He been playing how the fuck you supposed to play with Lamar.
All I know is that whoever's doubting how Lamar's going to be, he's going to be like at least a 99
He probably will. I don't think he'll be a 90. I think he'll be like a 98. He'll be close to 99, but I don't think he'll be a 99.
Jackson going to be intercepted. Brady Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back to right around the 20.
Pretty much all the incompletions I got is free.
They needed a break. They needed
After 5 picks and still won.
He did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their
like a cowboy, bro. This guy just
shoots his head. capitalize on this one.
Oh, he there.
Oh, he's gonna be a cheesehead to pick the coverage.
It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, and he'll bring this one back to the 20. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people
he doesn't know that I got big Aaron Donald at D-tackle.
Probably including
You put Aaron Donald at D, that shit's crazy.
The manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball.
Cause he's gonna fuck that center up.
You might have to go stand on the
He's gonna fuck up everybody's center. What do you
see if your
mean?
backup can do any better.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
Nah, it ain't like with Calais. Aaron different.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Calais is just a bigger version of Aaron, bro.
Throwing again, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines.
Bro, Aaron's not normal, bro.
So
He triple
there, and it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Like, if you told me, like, bro, if you didn't trade K-Mac away, I was going to be like, K-Mac for AD all day.
On third down, it's a loss of 7.
I would have done that trade. I would have done that trade. I would take that for DK.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we're taken for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes.
I'm not taking no 50 cap penalty, bro. Fuck that.
We made them special.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Dude, everybody's so fucking, everybody's like, dude, you overpaid for Ramsey. I'm like, bro, his offer was 6 years at $105 million.
Vardy won so much, though. That's just weird.
Who the fuck was that?
He'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Yo, D, tell me if that's a good offer, bro. 6 years, $105 million. I just added $5 million in a year.
Now on second and 13.
That's my dog, bro.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
And it's third down.
Yeah, I just need to.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10.
You could give, like, Tre'Davious right that contract, too, to be honest.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Bro, honestly, I think Jalen and Stephon are the only people that can
It's now second and
give
6.
DeAndre a hard time.
Mayfield
They underrated the shit of the trade with Tre'Davious. They gave him like an 89.
He's taken down.
Bro,
He's at least a 95.
Bro, the Bills user, bro, you guys are talking about underrated, bro.
That's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Stephon Diggs.
He's going to look deep now for
Stephon Diggs got overrated this year.
Incomplete.
They were the Stephon Diggs higher than fucking Kenny Galladay. That's just not true. Not last year. Not last year.
Me personally, I say Diggs better than Kenny too. Kenny's big as
Bro,
fuck.
the hell are you talking about? Diggs is way better than Kenny.
Not last year.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time.
Kenny Galladay is way too underrated. Like, they gave him an 86. That's way too low. For leading the league in touchdowns, that's way too low.
Miles Garrett in there to take him down. Coming up now on a second and 15 following that sack. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Why?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now.
I need to try to get a high pick because I'm trying to get like Justin Fields or some shit.
Bro, you're not trying to tank, bro.
I'm not trying to tank. I'm just trying to. I might try to trade for a higher pick. But I'm definitely not trying to tank. I got Tom Brady for like 1 year.
In the crowd at this point, as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
You just gotta worry about
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
If I can work out how the Panthers play, because he was forced.
That's all he's gonna pass to.
The Panthers was forcing it to Christian McCaffrey the whole game because Christian McCaffrey had 31 rushes. If I can just shut down Christian McCaffrey, I should be good.
Kansas is gonna force the ball to Todd Gurley and Julio. That's it.
Todd Gurley.
Probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it, and that's pretty indicative of the way this
Dude,
one's
what do you think
gone.
about
His mama got a new contract.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, and he's got the hook.
What do you think about Cam Akers being the Rams star running back?
Before they're inside the 25.
Can't. Oh hell no.
11 yards
Big boy
there.
Akers from Florida State.
I think they might.
The Rams got to sign Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, they're gonna sign Leonard, bro. It's gonna be Leonard and Cam Akers.
1st and 10, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up.
I don't know how Leonard Fournette's gonna do though, because he only did. I don't think he's gonna do that good without that Jaguars online. Because the Jaguars running blocking is so good.
Play
What do
action
you
now.
I don't think he's gonna play so.
Better
Let one
freaking
go deep for the end zone.
Gurley had a
Not for running.
Gurley had a 900-yard season.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going.
Leonard is cool and all, but he got the elusiveness of like a fucking squirrel.
Frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You gotta go compete for the ball, so you don't get another one picked off.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown.
Oh yeah, Yannick and
they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I think the Rams should sign Yannick and Gauthier too, bro. What do you think, D?
Throwing is Jackson.
Set up for Aaron Donald.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down.
I hate that motherfucker.
Going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because
Wait, which one line?
I think he's trying
Is he a
to
bum from Alabama?
windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had
Which
plagued him,
Obama guy
especially
is
the
it?
second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision.
No doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete. Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquez.
Exactly, that's why when
touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time.
The Raiders guys are like, bro, you're not going to get to know.
This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little
Aaron Donald is crazy. Aaron Donald was the best D lineman I've seen in a long time.
protecting the home field.
Like, I know you got Hudson.
Is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you have
Aaron Donald could end up being like top 3 D lineman the whole time.
And 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Bruh.
touching during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right, other than that, if that ball's out, whether
I said that L2 shit been fucking me up. I'm forgetting about L2's fucking
He's got free reign to pick it up and go.
The Rams offense saw Aaron Donald from winning his first championship against the Patriots. He could have won that if the offense was better.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt.
27-yard line.
Fighting him off. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing on that one. It will be second down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats.
That's all you can say there.
Get a completion.
You fucked yourself up.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Get the fuck out of here, and not possession caught that.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and upwards the incompletion.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
There's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back
That's that nigga AJ Moore from
receivers blanketed on both attempts.
Texas.
This time
I think the nigga cut his dreads, matter of fact.
Returning it is Moore. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
Shit, that's why I got that little nigga Keon Cross.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And
that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team to have a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
showed up today,
just don't really do that in the NFL. We, you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And that's the computer every single time.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like that.
Bro, you don't know how aggravating that shit is. You know how much that shit used to happen last year? No pass interference. Nigga never could get a pass interference in that shit.
And that rushing touchdown is Ford, puts him just one shy of the NFL record.
Man, he shouldn't be beating him off the press. No, not at all.
But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he?
Just because you fast don't mean you can beat press. That's Darius everybody there.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped.
That's what he's known for, is speed.
Gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points. Big time. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4, 31. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield.
Why are you throwing it so far under?
Reception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they take over their setup shot at the 46-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they have the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Hopefully I put this shit on 7, nigga. This 8 minutes is too long.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Coaches,
be honest.
7 minute quarters. That's cool. Nigga, the shit was just on 9.
Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal, and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling
that
again,
shit
and who knows?
Hey, but, nigga, I play one of these, nigga, shit, nigga, I'm done. I'm ready to go hop on 2K.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass
Way to hold it.
How can they continue to feed off that? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Mayfield with it once more. And this is
throw the dice.
Accepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only
Niggas gonna be fucking with 2K.
I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I
had
think
my
it's hard
paint
at
piece,
this
my power
point
forward.
to identify what's really gone wrong.
I had my
I guess the
two guard,
catch-all is
2
everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now, it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. Now I'm listening to you. So for the